I picked it up. I really liked it. In my first review, the feel of it is great. I have a little big hand, so I love how it feels. It's more like an Xbox controller. If you haven't held an Xbox controller before, it's basically just a little bit bigger than a PS4 controller. You still have the PS4 tactics though, or the benefits where the joysticks are right above each other or basically in line. On Xbox, one of the controllers, one of the joysticks are more higher than the other one. I do not like that, so I like that they stuck to that even though they made the impact controller. And you also have the ability to have 4 paddles on this newest Scuf, which is absolutely amazing. I never used that features, as you can see here on screen. I never used that. I always use 2 paddles because I don't feel like I need 4 of them, and I was so used to using only 2 paddles back in the past. So I stuck to that. It doesn't matter to me. I do have 2 extra paddles if any of them break, so I like that. But if you do want to have the options to have 4 paddles, you can, which is really nice. I bought this controller more to have a more comfortable controller because it's bigger, it fits my hand a lot better, and I really recommend this controller if you have a little bit bigger hands. If you really like the PS4 controller and how that feels, you should probably go for the Infinity, but that's entirely up to you. But I do want to give you guys some feedback. This controller right now is holding up perfectly. The only thing I've noticed is just normal controller problems that you get eventually, like your thumbsticks are getting a little bit loose, some of your buttons need to be pressed a little bit harder, they're not that responsive. I don't know if that's the case and if that's controller usually goes around. I know with my normal PS4 controller that has happened eventually, like when I press it down and I want to run forward, sometimes you only have to aim like the stick upwards instead of a little bit to the left or the right because it wouldn't register like that. Some problems like that controllers gets eventually that I can expect to get has happened with this controller. But my biggest issues from the older editions of the Scufs that I've used has not occurred so far on this one. Problems like button completely stopped working, the paddle button stops working, all of that has not been an issue. I had a lot of issues with the thumbsticks, but luckily these days you can change them out, and I can only speak from my own experience. I've only had 2 of them. The first one used now in almost 7 months, still works perfectly, just a little bit wear-offs that you will not have when you buy it completely new. The only thing that I really don't recommend is picking up thumbsticks for them other than the normal PS4 ones, so you can buy Control Freaks. But I have used it for 8 months and it's working like I expected. As I said, it wears off a little bit here and there. Some of the buttons are a little bit looser than when I got it for the first time, but that is things you have to expect with a controller. So based on my history with Scufs where button stops working, luckily I have not experienced that with any of these controllers as of right now. As I've said, I will update you guys if anything goes wrong, if anything changes, and from my own experience I can say that I would recommend this controller. So that's up to you guys if you want to buy it or not. It's really expensive. What you get though is exactly the customization you would like. Of course, the more you customize, the more expensive it is. It's entirely up to you. And if you still have any questions about this whatsoever, leave them down in the comment section. I will happily answer you guys. And as I said, I will update you if anything changes. But yes, I will recommend the controller, and I think you should pick it up if you have the money for it and you do want to up your game a little bit. Remember, picking up a Scuf controller will not make you a better player. You still have to practice. It will give you a small advantage, but it's not like people that have Scuf controllers are way better than people that doesn't have them. It's all about the skill in game. You have to give it a lot of practice. And as I said before, you will hate this controller the first few days you buy it because you're not used to using the paddles whatsoever. Your brain has to reorganize your way of using this controller. Eventually you will start learning it. You just have to force yourself to push those paddles. Eventually you will enjoy them, but in the beginning they will only be in your way. And trust me, when I first bought a Scuf controller, I wanted to return it after day 2 or day 3 because I was not happy because I couldn't get my mind to actually feel the controller perfectly and use it the way it's supposed to do, because you're so used to using your normal PS4 controller. So switching to something like this is super annoying in the beginning, but give it a week and you will love it. Just trust me. The only problem you will have is when you get used to these controllers, you can't play without them. That's the biggest problem. So that's probably why I've gone through so many of them. I hope these will last for a very, very long time. 8 months review so far, and I'm super happy about them. I know this video turned into a very, very long video, but I wanted all the cards on the table so you know absolutely everything you need to know after my own experience. Still, go on YouTube and check out other reviews if you see if people are having problems and what kind of problems they have. You can come back to me and ask me any questions you'd like, and I hope I have helped you of giving you a decision to buy one of these or not. Remember, I am not sponsored by Scuf whatsoever. I will be honest with you guys, the quality is absolute shit over the last few years. It seems like the impact is holding up a little bit better, but it doesn't feel a lot better. It doesn't feel like a premium product. It still feels like a plastic controller, but it works perfectly and I can't complain as long as they do. I live stream and make videos over here, so if you ever have any questions or you want to stay along with this channel, all you can do is just subscribe, hit the notification button, like the video if you did enjoy, if it was any helpful, and have a great rest of your day. My name is Pejas, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. I'm out.